Third try. I love this. Oh well. Sunday night. Where would I begin to talk about this game today? Holy fucking shit. Just when you think that the Redskins cannot find new and novel and colossal ways to fuck up a game, you do it again today. Somebody forgot. I guess they didn't get the memo. It was like the Vikings were like what 3-7. I think it's 3-7. I forget. And like Brett Favre's like I don't know, like dragging on three broken, like dragging on like two broken legs and whatever. This should have been so easy. Why do you fuck this up? Seriously. This was good. The game itself was going so well. And at least if you say in the first, oh, okay, say about maybe first 40 minutes of the game. It was still a doable game. It was still winnable. I have to say at this, I've got to say at before I go any further, it was interesting to see Mike Shanahan or Kyle Shanahan, whichever one of them. It was interesting to suddenly see him do a wildcat for like 2 plays in the first quarter. I have to say, in all honesty, Brendan Banks, as good as he can be, he's just not the guy you run a wildcat offense. You could find somebody, but maybe that's something you could address in the draft. But at least it was. I like the idea that that Shanahan was thinking outside the box by doing a wildcat. Even if it didn't have, if it didn't get the desired effect, but still, I would have liked to have seen more of that during the game. I did not. But as I said, this game was a doable game. It was a winnable game. The offense showed up, or what it was worth, they showed up. I give them credit. But as always the case, that we do not have a pass defense. And when it came down to it, we were not able to stop. I was watching the texting, they do the post-game show on CSM Washington. And the only reason I look at it is I only look at like the first 10 minutes or so of that. So I can read the text messaging. I think I said it on here once upon a time that whoever came up with the idea of text messaging has never understood the pure evil and venom that can be unleashed by sports fans. And true to form, that was what happened. At one point I think I was reading one text that, "How you let an 80-year-old man gain 8 yards?" Oh, but the one text that got me, is the Zorn is a beast. I'm like, okay, now you can take the harpoon out of my back because that hurts. Oh my God, this is just. I mean, okay, fine. It's 5-6. There's still an outside shot at a wild card, and I emphasize the word outside. But you'd almost look at this and think 5-11 could be doable. I mean, I'm not trying to doom this, but believe me, it would not surprise me in the least. But this is what happened. And the point is, this game really could have been won because Brendan Banks ran back a punt. I'm sorry, it was not a kickoff, it's a punt. He ran back this punt, took it in for a score, and he called it back because some fucking idiot who's wearing 56. Now, believe me, what generation you are, you can identify the number either of LeVar Arrington, which is good, or if you're my generation, you remember Len Haas, who was a great center for the Redskins back in the 60s and 70s. I don't know who this idiot was wearing that number, but you need to be shipped out of here come Monday morning. Because you fucked this game up. The golden opportunity to win this and change the game so that you basically have Brett Ford playing catch up more or less. No. You stand there, the fucking block in the back. They teach you this in like Pop Warner football. They teach you this in Pop Warner. You don't hit the guy in the back of the numbers. You don't do that. Does anybody listen in this day and age? I don't know. Yeah, it just needs to be completely speechless with this. It does. You almost get disgusted after a while. Uh, yeah, but at least I can say I'm not going to say at least my sports day went, at least my sports weekend was interesting. Caps won. They won in Big Carolina tonight. They did it in overtime. Well, actually, yeah, they did it in the shootout. I take that back. Did it in the shootout. Ovechkin got the only goal in the shootout that mattered. And actually, it was the only goal in the shootout. Semyon Varlamov is back in goal. I know I did this in a video, and I think last week, and I said I wasn't sure if he was coming back from Hershey. Lo and behold, after I had made the video, I watched the game. This was like Wednesday night, and Varlamov was in goal. So at least seeing from that, he's back. To an extent, he's back. So, the Caps now have the best record in the NHL. Best record right now after 2 months of the season. The best record. I know I said it. I'm going to keep saying this. I said, unless this team wins a Stanley Cup this year, it is a complete and total failure. This season will be a complete and total failure if they do not win a Stanley Cup. That's it. I'm not going to back off from this. I should not back off. We're just counting down the days, really, to they get around to playing Pittsburgh. Especially come New Year's Day, that is the Winter Classic. We're just waiting on that. By the way, while I was thinking of the Winter Classic, of course, if you don't know that, you're not aware, may not be aware, the Caps are going back for that game. They're going back to the old school white. Now, I wish I had time to there's no way I can really pause this video and bring it out here, but I have an old school red Caps jersey. When I say old school, I'm talking about what the Caps used to wear in the very beginnings, back in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s. I was seeing a clip. Why I bring this up is I was seeing a clip of Ovechkin being interviewed for some reason, and he was wearing this old school Caps jersey, which looked so good on him. With the C. I almost did a double take when I saw that. I looked at that C on his jersey, and for a brief moment, seeing this was old school, I almost thought it was Rod Langway, who really was the captain for the Caps back in the 80s, really. And I almost had a flashback with that. But like I said, now this is the best record in the league. Now, this is just it's just waiting to take on those idiots from Pittsburgh. And I know those of you who are new to the YouTube, you may not know that there are certain Penguins fans on here that had a bug up their ass. They're part of the reason why I had to redo this channel. I had to delete my old channel and do this one because they had hacked into the damn thing. All types of vile shit they lay on me, which I keep trying to afford the authority to YouTube about it, and they won't do a fucking thing. But that's neither here nor there. So that is pretty much it. I don't have anything else to impart upon any of you. I will say you can enjoy your Thanksgiving if you, or winding down, really. So I hope you did enjoy your Thanksgiving. I took a little time, just decided to spend it alone and not with my family. I have reasons I will not share here as to why. But we're out of here. I'm getting a dry throat right now. It's just so hard doing this. It's so annoying trying to do this because I have a dry mouth and a dry throat. So we will catch up to you when I feel like doing another video. So as always, it is I, your friendly neighborhood Real sports diet. Remember, I say real. Um, I have to caution all of you, please beware of any imitators. Just read carefully at the top, and just understand you may get bullshitted by other people. But again, that's neither here nor there. We will catch up to you when I feel like doing another one of these. God knows when. So adios, motherfuckers, and enjoy what's left of your Sunday.